Hey y'all, it's me, Dree. The energy today, it feels like watching somebody realize in real time that the version of y'all they once had access to is gone. Not because you became cruel, not because you became cold, and not because you're trying to punish anyone, but because y'all actually healed. I'm getting. This spread is showing a very stark contrast between somebody still trapped in emotional anguish and a collective that has fully stabilized and moved forward energetically. So we're going to start at the top. I've got the Nine of Swords reverse, the Five of Cups, the Judgment reversed. So straight off, this tarot, it does not feel like the collective's energy at all. This feels like somebody carrying an enormous amount of unresolved emotional weight around y'all's connection. This card says this person is mentally overwhelmed. This is regret, emotional baggage, guilt. This is unresolved issues. And I'm getting that their inner world has become very loud lately. And then with this Five of Cups, this tells me that this other person is actively grieving right now. Not just the relationship. They're grieving the loss of access. This card says sadness, mourning, emotional baggage, resisting change. And I'm getting that the change this person is resisting is the fact that y'all actually have moved on energetically. Because Judgment reverse lands. And this says that this entire situation became karmic. That means this person avoided lessons for a very long time. They avoided accountability. They avoided fully facing themselves. And now, the emotional reality of everything is catching up to them all at one time. Now, underneath this energy, we have dog, elephant, and ship. And I'm getting that this is the collective And this is what's being grieved by this other person. The dog says y'all were once this person's true loyal companion. Y'all were their support system. Y'all were their emotional safe place. Y'all were their best friend. This card says soulmate. And I'm getting that this connection itself was stabilizing for this other person in ways they probably didn't fully appreciate until they lost access to it. Because this elephant, this says the collective brought wisdom, support, grounding, trust, and emotional steadiness. So y'all weren't chaos in this person's life. Y'all were actually the calm. And with ship, this is what hurts this person the most right now, because ship says movement. And I'm getting that y'all are actually leaving their space energetically now. Y'all are moving forward. Y'all are going places, expanding. Y'all are transitioning. And I'm getting that this person is literally watching y'all continue moving forward in real time. This is not waiting emotionally. This is not spiraling emotionally. And this is not collapsing into the old cycle anymore. And I'm getting that the contrast of that in itself, that is creating massive grief for this other person at this time. And then the center, the middle of this spread, we get the Two of Coins, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Coins reverse. So this column is fully the collective. And y'all are reclaiming y'all's selves. This card says y'all had to learn how to rebalance your entire life after the emotional chaos this person caused. This feels like somebody rebuilding themselves while still handling responsibilities, work, finances, emotional healing, survival, all at the same time. But this isn't collapse energy anymore. This is recalibration. Because this Seven of Wands comes in and says the collective has finally stood their ground. This card says, it's my life. Don't back down. And the biggest one, it says liberty. And honestly, this feels like the moment y'all stopped emotionally folding under pressure. Y'all stopped over-explaining. Y'all stopped trying to save everyone else. Y'all stopped abandoning yourselves emotionally. And because of that, the Five of Coins, it shifts entirely. It came out reversed. And this says recovery, rebuild, positive changes. This card says a turning point. And I'm getting, this is the moment the collective realized, I actually survived this. This was the moment y'all realized, I can actually rebuild from this. And this is the moment y'all realized, my life is not over because this shit happened. Now underneath it comes the oracle. We have race car, magnet, fish. I'm a Pisces, so fish, this one resonates with me deeply. But I'm getting that everything accelerates here. Race car says the second y'all emotionally stood back up for yourselves, momentum returned fast. This is breaking habits, moving forward, determination, action. Magnet says the collective became magnetic again, naturally. Not because y'all chased, and not because y'all forced, but because reclaiming y'all's selves, that actually restored your life force. And honestly, I think this is what this column 1 feels most intensely, because the collective stopped emotionally collapsing and started attracting. Because then this fish lands and says resources begin opening too. This is y'all's finances, y'all's prosperity, y'all's expansion, y'all's multiplication. This is y'all's opportunities. And I'm getting that this is especially significant because this person from the beginning of the spread, they could not create expansion from the emotional state they are in. But y'all, the collective, y'all can. And that's because y'all are no longer energetically trapped with them. So the message and the spread ends with Temperance, Knight of Coins, Four of Cups reverse. So this final column, this is the collective fully stabilized here. Temperance, this is not somebody trying to find peace. This is embodied peace. And I'm getting y'all already crossed the bridge internally. The emotional extremes you once experienced, those are gone. Y'all's nervous system is calmer. The attachment cycle has broken. And this card says the collective turned pain into wisdom. That is alchemy. And then this Knight of Coins comes in and says that the new version of the collective is grounded. disciplined, practical, protective of peace, and this new version is focused on building real life now. So this energy is emotionally self-contained. It is not emotionally unavailable. It's just no longer available for that chaos that it once allowed. And then this Four of Cups reverse, that says the collective starts fully re-engaging with life again. This is gratitude, focus, enthusiasm, presence. This is emotional awareness. This is somebody returning fully to themselves. And now underneath it, the message ends with doorbell, bridge, and ring of keys. So doorbell, this says opportunities begin arriving because the collective is emotionally available for life again. This is new connections, invitations, choices, openings. It's all good things. And bridge, well, this says the collective now has the ability to form healthy and balanced connections as they move forward. Not trauma bonds, not survival bonds. This is real, live, genuine connection. And then we end with this ring of keys. And this card closes the entire spread with full sovereignty. This is freedom, power, access, control, new beginnings. This is many opportunities. And to be honest, this whole message feels like somebody witnessing the collective fully reclaim themselves in real time. Not partially, not temporarily, but fully. And that realization is creating a very different emotional experience for both sides of this spread I'm getting, but I'm getting that one side is grieving what they lost access to and feeling like they've had a change of heart. While the other side, the collective, well, y'all are finally realizing y'all were never lost to begin with. And that's the message that I have for y'all today. So if this one landed, if this reading mirrored something you've been living through lately, then send me your energy into this channel. And if you've been watching yourself slowly reclaim your peace, your power, your life force, your stability, I want y'all to acknowledge that too. And I want to say that I'm here acknowledging you. Because even though nobody says it, the transformation y'all have done is insurmountable. And because some of the hardest healing journeys don't look dramatic from the outside, and because they look like somebody quietly choosing themselves over and over again until one day they realize that all those days backed up of choosing themselves, in doing that, you naturally and finally came back home to y'all's selves. We're at a big transition point. I can feel the energy. It's feeling good. Remember, where there is love, there is light. I'll see y'all again real soon.